we're going to be talking about what kinds of benefits Sharjah RTI Park has to offer for spin-offs, for startups, and people who want to join the park and be introduced to the Middle East area. And then we're going to be launching our accelerator for this year. And afterwards, we're going to be introducing Hong Kong Science Park as well. The latest part is going to be about introducing government funding. So stay tuned for that one. So we're going to start introducing the park now. My colleague Nazgul is going to be introducing the park.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Hamda, for your nice introduction. My name is Nazgul. I represent business development team at Sharjah Research Technology Innovation Park. And we prepared presentation for you to talk about our services and our park as an innovation ecosystem developer.
So we're going to be playing a video now, a very short video about the park.
Sharjah Research Technology and Innovation Park, a dynamic ecosystem fostering unprecedented innovation. The embodiment of leadership and the realization of futuristic visions. A global launchpad for emerging technologies and startups. A pioneering platform for the growth and promotion of sustainable practices. A ground zero for cutting-edge robotic solutions. Equipped with top-tier innovation facilities. A playground for additive manufacturing and 3D printing to flourish. A cradle for nurturing and empowering human capital. Fostering growth and knowledge in the younger generation. A nurturing space for startups and entrepreneurs. Of promoting diversity and the advancement of women in technology. A nexus for productive networking and impactful business deals. SRTI Park. A fast lane for innovation where ideas gain momentum. Your partner in progress.
Okay, so we're going to be introducing the park now. Feel free to take notes because afterwards we're going to have a Q&A session.
So Sharjah Research Technology Innovation Park was launched in 2016 by merit decree of His Highness Sheikh Al-Qasimi, the ruler of Sharjah. And the idea behind the creation of the technology park was to connect business, technologies, and academia. Previously, Sharjah Research Technology Park was part of American University in Sharjah, and today it's the main aim of to develop innovation ecosystem not only in Sharjah but in the MENA region as a whole. Next slide, please. So Sharjah Research Technology Innovation Park also operates as a free zone where companies can have such benefits as 100% full ownership of the company, and also tax breaks from corporate and income taxes. And apart from that, we provide additional services, including office facilities, venue spaces, and today we have around 6,000 companies registered at our park as a free zone. So we also invite all interested companies, especially like technology startups, who want to scale up their business in MENA region, and we provide our support in terms of company registration, visa processing, and also exploring opportunities of the market. Also, we have a strong link and connection with the academia. Sharjah itself represents as Sharjah University City, which comprises of 22 universities and around 50,000 students and 2,000 PhDs. So in this way, we have great collaboration with R&D centers, and we also facilitate startups with inviting to their projects interns and PhD students to work together on joint projects. And one of our advantages of our tech park is we have our own laboratory, which is a soil lab, and where the laboratory is equipped fully with 3D printing and laser cutting machines to work with different kind of materials, including wood, textile, metals, also electronics assembly. So for startups that wish to pilot their projects and to further develop, we provide full facility in the face of soil lab, and where they can, based on membership, to use the equipments and to develop the ideas further. And besides that, we have Sharjah Additive Manufacturing Hub, which facilitates the development of industrial area and for additive manufacturing. And using 3D printing technologies, it can work with different kind of heavy equipments to print and to provide additional support for manufacturing companies in terms of automation of their business processes. And here is one of the examples of our collaboration with the university in Sharjah. We have a project of conductive concrete, which has special benefits as resilience against electromagnetic threats. And the project was fully developed within American University of Sharjah with the support of Sharjah Research Technology Innovation Park. And now we help the project to commercialize in the industry. Here are our main focus areas where our technology park works. It includes such technologies as water. Also, we support smart city concepts in terms of mobility and logistics, renewable energy, environmental solutions, healthcare, production, and architecture. So here we have some examples of startups that we supported here at our park. One of them is a company called Fuse. So they transform cars into electrical vehicles. And one of the big projects we have also, excuse me, previous one. And also one of the projects in transportation we have is USky project, where they create cargo and passenger transportation using green technologies. And in the next slide, you will see also the example of Emirati product that was built within our park and also with the support of Soilab. It's an electric bike, which is today fully commercialized. It also was showcased within COP28 last year in Dubai, and we facilitated signing an agreement with Sharjah Police last year as well. Our focus areas also include production, design, and architecture. And within that, we printed house using a 3D printing machine, and it was manufactured within 2 weeks. Water technology is also one of our focus areas, and we collaborate with the industrial and also real estate organizations here in Sharjah to attract different kind of solutions in water management, purification, and conservation. Within digitization solutions, among our tenants, we have different kinds of AR, VR technologies, where they operate as centers of excellence and also provide trainings for different kinds of professionals, including engineers. And jointly with the Lenovo company and UK-based BCAL, we opened a first HPC in the region and 26 in the world. Clean energy also is our priority sector, so we support solar and wind power projects. And one of the examples we have here at our laboratory is production of hydrogen using algae cultivation technologies. Environmental analysis and sustainable economy is also our priority sector, and we also focus on agriculture in this way, supporting projects in vertical farming, also hydroponics and aquaponics. Apart from that, we at our facility has venue spaces, and also we're active in organizing different kind of events. Last year we had around 60,000 visitors and organized around 300 events, including business forums, seminars, and dedicated to special priority sectors and topics that discussed within today's development of technologies. And to support gender equality, on an annual basis, we host Women in Technology Forum, and Sharjah was chosen as one of the platforms for the region to facilitate and support women leadership in technology. Also, within our initiatives, we have accelerator program, and my colleague Hazel later on will discuss in detail the focus areas for this year. Last year, we had more than 4,000 applications from 75 countries, and the winner of the program received around 25,000 US dollars for the prize.
Thank you so much, Nazgul.
So this is our main partners, including global companies, also government organization. Here, like as a final note, I would say that Sharjah Research Technology Innovation Park acts not only as a platform for companies to set up their first footprint here, but also to facilitate further growth, introduction to the market, to the potential companies and partners in Sharjah and MENA region as a whole. So we invite all companies that interested in scale up their business in the region to set up with us, and we will provide support further. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Hamda.
Thank you, Nazgul. So to add on to what Nazgul mentioned, I'll be explaining about what kind of support we give to companies, especially companies that are coming out of research R&D parks. Because of our collaboration that we have with Hong Kong Science Park, we're offering companies that want to scale up in the MENA region some special offers. For example, for office spaces, for companies that want to rent out specific spaces within the park, we have two options, either like a co-working space, a co-working area, or a dedicated desk. We're going to be sharing the documents after the webinar. If you're interested, you can just directly reach out. So for office spaces, we're offering like 25% a discount on the office spaces. We also offer plot and land allocations for companies that want to, for example, rent out a piece of land here at the park and do their own research on this land, or do their own research and development here. And we offer support in regards to that with connections with universities. As my colleague mentioned, we have one of the top universities in the region here. So we offer connections with these universities, and you can use the land at SRTIP to scale up and basically do your research at Sharjah RTI Park. We also offer discounted venue spaces. So we have a lot of the spaces that are available for your own events. So if you register at the park, we can offer you discounted venue spaces on these events that you will have. We also offer ecosystem support. So our ecosystem support, it offers accessing our extensive network of educational institutions, governments, and private sectors. Basically, you're going to have access to our events. You're going to be able to network with our government, private sector, and the other startups that we have, which are over than 5,000 companies. A lot of them are focused on technology-related industries. Other than that, you're going to have access to use our soy lab, one of our biggest additive manufacturing labs in the region. So I'm going to take it over to Hazel for explaining about the accelerator.
Thank you, Hamda, and thank you, Naz, and thank you everyone for joining us. I'll just hop. Can I share my slide? Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'd like to introduce you to the Sharjah Advanced Industry Accelerator, SIA in abbreviated, and SIA is Sharjah Research Technology and Innovation Parks. As you know, as my colleagues have mentioned, SRTI Park is one of the key innovation centers within the GCC region, and we are launching our 5th edition Sharjah Advanced Industry Accelerator. And this is a business accelerator for technology companies that look for the launchpad to expand within the Middle East or the UAE market and grow globally while leveraging the network of SRTIP and the power of the Triple Helix collaboration with government, corporate, and academic partners. So this year's focus is on 2 focus areas, which are key within the park and a priority. We have sustainability and environment technologies, and healthcare technologies. And within the reason why the focus on sustainability and environmental technologies, I'm sure most of you have heard the extension of the years of sustainability within the UAE itself, and building momentum from COP 28. We decided to continue with this focus area, as well as under that focus area, we have subtopics of scale-ups that are looking to expand within the region and within waste management and its subheadings, precision agriculture, as well as other sustainability-focused tech-enabled and tech-based companies interested in joining. So for this cohort, this will be our first cohort this year. We've opened for applications on 22nd February, and we're closing applications for the sustainability cohort on the 1st of May. I will also share this presentation with everyone who's on the call today, and it's also available on our landing page, of which I'll share the link at the end. So this cohort ends on the 4th of June, prior to commencing our second cohort, which will be based on health tech. Within SRTI itself, we have a number of companies that have set up from worldwide within the bio and health tech or med tech. And this focus this year, we have a vast array of subsectors of companies that were looking to join the accelerator program. And for this cohort, applications are open. I'm sure that's an error that needs to be corrected. Applications are open for both cohorts. But for the health sector cohort, we close applications on the 2nd of September, and we'll close off with a demo day and an investors day on either the 4th or the 8th of October. And the eligibility of this year's cohorts, we need companies, businesses, scale-ups with a proven track record that are already profitable and looking for new market opportunities, that are innovative, have potential to scale globally, technology-based and technology-enabled companies, and must be able to attend the accelerator program. This is a 2-week comprehensive program that will be done in person here at SRTI Park. And what the program offers is free entry. Entry is free for both cohorts, and we select 10 startups for each cohort. We offer discounted office co-working and office space, connections with potential clients, and market support. We also provide a demo launch or presentation. I think if you've seen on Na's presentation, one of our companies that produces EV bikes, Somi, we managed to do that for them here at SRTIP. We give you access to our SRTIP local events, and also Hamda mentioned that we host almost 300 events a week, or is it Nas, a year, and have attendances of almost 60,000. And that's a huge ecosystem of stakeholders, our ecosystem partners. We also offer advisory mentorship from market leaders, from our ecosystem partners, access to the region's largest additive manufacturing and fast prototyping hub, which Hamda mentioned, and also one-on-one matchmaking with corporates and government. And I think this is key, especially for our accelerator program, which differentiates us from other accelerator programs, is that we take a one-on-one based approach for each scale up or business or company that is going through the program, and we cater to their needs. So we also connect with relevant universities, as we're surrounded by 22 universities around us. Most of them we have agreements with them and R&D projects that are already ongoing with them. We also match to business angels networks and also put the companies in front of investors. We host a number of investor days and demo days here at the park. So who are our stakeholders? We have venture capital funds made up of VCs, late stage funds, and family offices. We also have partner companies, directors and key people of the program partner companies who offer the scale-ups in business, the vision of the business reality and the market itself. We also have a vibrant SRTIP ecosystem of partners, network events, and marketing exposure as well, and connections, direct access to key decision makers within the government stakeholders, as well as the university mentors that I've mentioned, and experts, specialists in different sectors, in different matters such as financial, legal, marketing, and others necessary to scale within the region itself. So I won't go too much into the 2023 overview. I think Naz has done that. But I think what's key to mention besides the numbers is over $100 million invested by our ecosystem partners into SRTIP, and also the program itself in its 5th cohort now has accelerated more than 50 scale-ups through the program, and 100 million plus 100 million funding collectively raised by SIA program participants across past cohorts to date. And we offer a thriving community of innovators, mentors, and investors. And what do you get from this? You gain access to a network of resources, state-of-the-art infrastructure. I encourage companies to come and see the park itself. I think everyone who has ever been to the park for the first time will tell you it's something out of this world. Actually, one person was like, it's like stepping into the future. We have state-of-the-art infrastructure. We have an ecosystem of industry experts, and also connections to potential clients for companies that go through the acceleration program itself. So for this year, our partners currently are mainly Intel, Ministry of Advanced Industry and Technology, Ministry of Climate and Environment. And we also have mentor and workshop partners from various companies, including Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center, Shera, Amazon Legal Circle, Shell Energy, GM, and the list continues to grow for each cohort. And those interested to join the program, I will share the link to the landing page for more information and also for the application form. And those are happy faces from the past 2 cohorts of the program itself. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to address them. Thanks, Hamda.
Thank you so much, Hazel. It was very useful learning about this accelerator for
Thank
this
you.
year. And it's very exciting.
It is indeed. Even the atmosphere when we launch, it's just been a few days. It's really exciting, and the inquiries have been nonstop. So we really look forward to this coming cohort.
So I'm sure it's going to be busy this year. So please, anyone, if you're interested, we're going to be sharing the link. It has been shared, and we're going to also share it after this webinar as well with Miss Connie.
Great.
So I think we're going to leave the question and answers for the last part of our session today. Feel free to use the Q&A button here at the end, the Q&A feature, so everyone can write their questions here, and then we're going to answer them at the end of our session. You can also use the chat button down to also write your questions, or if you have any comments or anything, you can use that feature as well. And we're going to address the questions at the end of the session. So I'm gonna leave it now for Miss Connie to introduce Hong Kong Science Park.
Okay, thank you very much, Hammer and SRTIP team. Thank you so much to make this happen. So let me briefly introduce myself. So this is Connie from Business Development Team from Hong Kong Science and Technology Park. So today we got quite some park companies from Hong Kong Science Park and also from SRTIP. So in case any questions to our parks, no matter how to land in, what kind of benefits, what kind of government support, please feel free to type in any questions in Q&A box. Our two teams will answer after both parks introduction. Okay, so let me get started. Hong Kong Science Park's introduction. So we are the Hong Kong's largest innovation and technology ecosystem. If you turn on the Hong Kong news TV right now, this golden egg becomes very popular right now. It pops up like every half hour, either interviewing our entrepreneur or interviewing our successful story of tech ventures here. So our only shareholder actually is Hong Kong government. So we are kind of the Hong Kong government owned organization, and we founded in 2002. So we are we've been more than 20 years old right now, and the whole ecosystem are quite mature, I may say. So currently, we are very proactively to recruit the tech ventures from all around the world, no matter what industry, no matter what kind of stage they are in right now, as long as they have the innovation, as long as they can set up the R&D footprint here, then they are eligible to apply to join in us as a member of us, and then leverage all kinds of resources here. So currently, here showing the mix of the foreign companies, just part of them. This list is reflecting some of the relatively early stage of startups, mainly in our incubation program. So you can see from all around the world, you can find some of our park companies here. So this figure is showing some to let you have a more feeling about our park. So our park size, the headquarters of Hong Kong Science Park is talking about around 70 football courts. Our occupancy rate already reached a record high level, more than 92% right now, and more than 1,700 companies from 26 countries and regions are located here. And then every single day, more than 20,000 people are physically working in our park, and more than half of them, 13,000, are actually coming from the R&D professionals, which means in Hong Kong, 1 out of 3 R&D professionals are working in Hong Kong Science Park. And out of our headquarters, we still have 3 Inno parks in, we call it New Territory in Tai Po, Yuen Long, Tseung Kwan O in Hong Kong. So some of people just make joke like Hong Kong Science Park is the largest landlord in the whole Hong Kong, because Hong Kong government, I may say currently they are encouraging this technology industry at all cost. So a lot of land, facilities, everything to support technology. So we got another 27,000 working population in the 3 Inno parks. And also occupancy rate are more than 90% right now. So a lot of companies, no matter from India, China, from all around the world, setting the footprint here because of a lot of reasons. The very common reason would be finding out the funding or want to recruit a global talent. But from my perspective, I think the most important part would be the strong endorsement from Hong Kong government. So from this figure, you can also have kind of a feeling. So once if our venture fund invest $1 into this tech ventures, actually they can leverage $18 from the outside investors. So within our park, we have a team called capital team or investment team. We got 20 colleagues there, recruiting from like JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, to help the park companies to get the third-party investment. We got more than 1,000 partnered investors like VEP, VC family offices. So every single year, our capital team set a sky-high target for themselves to help the park companies to get the investment from our side. So in the past few years, we already helped 300 plus deals or projects to get more than 90 billion Hong Kong dollar investments. We founded in 2002, as I mentioned. So we do have some successful stories in the past. For example, one company I would like to highlight called SmartMore, which is an AI company. They use the AI technology to produce or prepare the tailor-made solutions to improve the production line's efficiency. They are having a world's record right now. It took only 1 year and a half, 18 months for them to grow from a baby to a unicorn. Their headquarters just sitting next to us, actually, and the reason, I think the one of the very important reason for them to grow so fast would be after the land in our park, our team helped them to introduce or lined up more than hundreds of millions Hong Kong dollar in business for them in a very short period of time to help them to develop very rapidly. And besides that, we also have the successful stories like a lot of biotech company, health tech company, and a logistic giant called Lala Move, and also another AI IPO company called SenseTime. They're all located in Hong Kong Science Park. And this is Hong Kong's map. So geographically, we are located at the heart of Hong Kong. But besides that, we still have a Yuen Long, Tai Po, Zhangguo, different campus. For example, for the green tech and fintech company, most of them we will locate them or accommodate them in Inno Center in the quite city center, and in Tseung Kwan O, this location enjoying the fastest web speed and also most stable web services in the whole Hong Kong, because all the cable when they need to when they're coming from the Ocean Pacific to get into Hong Kong, they must get through Tseung Kwan O, this area. So if any entrepreneurs or companies or tech ventures are very demanding on the web speed or stable web services, then we may recommend them to set a footprint in Tseung Kwan O instead our park. So it all depends on entrepreneurs' pain point or what they need. So yeah. So here showing some photo of our facilities. This is our data center. For example, like the Alibaba or like the banks, the data center all located in Tseung Kwan O. So we also have our data center, and also currently Hong Kong government is encouraging the industry 4.0. So we have two manufacturing center also located in Tseung Kwan O area, like advanced manufacturing center. So some of our companies, they do set up the production line there. For example, some of the special material gloves producing during the COVID period, or some of the even the satellite manufacturers, they set up the production line in our advanced manufacturing center. And also we will open another center called Microelectronics Center in our new territory. And currently in our park, more than 250 chip related companies in our this huge ecosystem, no matter in hardware, software, and module or the applications, etc., etc. Even including the top tiers of the chip companies. So this is the we are not, so in the last page we introduced, we're not picky on industry. As long as you have innovation, then you're welcome to join in. In this slide, we are introducing no matter what kind of stage you are in, you're welcome to join us. From ideation stage to pre-IPO or even after IPO. So in our park, I may say half of them are joining our different programs, and half of the companies are joining us as a tenancy. Yeah, for example, from ideation, for example, like some fresh graduates from the school, they have a brilliant idea, but they don't know how to set up a business. Even they don't have a very detailed business plan. In such case, as long as they can prove to us the business potential, also the innovation, and then we may grant them 100K Hong Kong dollar for 1 year program to give them a lot of training, mentorship, etc., to help them to build up a real business, and also to better well equipped for this incubation program. So incubation program is one of the most popular program in our park. So 1.3 million Hong Kong dollar subsidy for 3 years program. So as long as the companies can pass the interview, as well as they can achieve the milestone they set to them own selves, and then this 1.3 million is kind of guaranteed. And this is a 3 years program. In this 1.3 million, 1/3 of the money we grant as office rental, which means if the team if the office size is smaller than 400 square feet, then basically the office will be totally for free. And every 6 months, as long as they can achieve the milestone, then we will give them 140,000 Hong Kong dollar as subsidy, and we as cash grant. We don't have any limitation on how to use it, and also we don't take equity at all. So for this ideation and incubation program, it's basically a pure grant program. But for the later stage, acceleration and elite, the threshold is a bit higher, and also our money will not be a cash grant, but will be investment. So for example, for some companies, their annual revenue can achieve like 1 million, $2 million US, and also the annual growth rate can achieve 40%, 40% or above. Then we may encourage them to try apply our acceleration program with 4.8 million Hong Kong dollar investment. And for this program, Hong Kong Science Park may join as the investor, strategic investor, and we will take the share. And the share will not exceed more than 5% of the company's share. And the logic will be like this: we use this 4.8 million Hong Kong dollar divided by your company's market valuation during the first fundraising after you join in this ecosystem. So for example, if the company joining us this year in acceleration program this month, and then you will have the next round of fundraising, which will happen 3 months after, for example. And at that moment, your company's market valuation is talking about, for example, 480 million Hong Kong dollar. And then we will use this 4.8 million divided by 480 million Hong Kong dollar, which the result is 1%, right? So which means this 1% will be locked. When the company go to IPO, go public or asset, Hong Kong Science Park will take 1% of the share. So this is the very basic logic. Of course, in case any companies, any audience today, if you have any, you have interest to further explore, then feel free to contact us, or just simply type your question in the Q&A box, or just send us email. We will have a representative to help follow up and elaborate all the details for you. So this is acceleration. And then for even later stage, if the company's annual revenue can achieve like $4 million US, $5 million US or above, and also the annual growth rate can achieve like 40% or above, then they are eligible to try apply our elite program. And elite program is suitable for some companies which has the ambition to IPO within the coming 3 years. And we will have a lot of resources to help them to IPO actually. And then the investment amount will further increase to 21.5 million Hong Kong dollar. And then that 1.5 million actually is the office rental again. So we will use this 20 million Hong Kong dollar divided by companies' market valuation, and then that will be the share we'll take, and no more than 5%. The ceiling is 5%. So this is the 4 different programs to support different stage of the companies. So cover all life stage. But for some of the cases, for example, if the company is already quite, how can I say, close to IPO, or even already published, and or in some of the cases they are just in between, maybe too mature for incubation, but not yet reach the threshold of acceleration. In such case, we may encourage them to try apply our tenancy program. The only difference between the tenancy program and this incubatees would be this money in the red box. So which is grant from Hong Kong Science Park's pocket. So here is showing all the common benefits, no matter you joining us as a tenant or joining us as an incubatee in different programs. So for example, the first one, the funding from Hong Kong government. in the next, I will invite my colleague from the most popular department in our park called the Tech One team to help all the park companies to get this Hong Kong government's funding. We got a lot actually. Just that yeah, our ambition is to let all the entrepreneurs to notice what kind of benefits of funding actually they can get from Hong Kong government. I think more than 40, 50 different fundings. So this is one, the money from government, and also the capital team, the money from the third party investors from the more than 1,000 PE VC family offices. And the second, the office space and facilities. So we have virtual labs prepared. The data set is there to freely provide to the park companies to train up their algorithm, their robotics, etc. Like some authorities already opened their data set to us, like hospital authorities and some of the banks, they provide a large amount of data set to us. And also we have a lot of physical labs like biotech, like chip, and robotics center, etc. To provide to the entrepreneurs to do the like prototyping, testing, etc. And business support. The major focal point would be our consultancy team, the Tech One, which will show up later. To help you to get the visa very quickly, the working visa in Hong Kong very quickly, and also to get the Hong Kong government's funding supports, etc. And then technical support, promotion, development, and also the business opportunity. These three are quite rely on the account manager we will assign to you, no matter how you join in our ecosystem. So this gentleman or lady will be very important. No matter what kind of demand or pain point you have, then just feel free to contact him or her. So for example, if you say, I would like to find out a appropriate investor, then your account manager will connect you to the capital team to find out the appropriate investor. If you say, okay, I would like to connect or to find out the most appropriate talent from local school or even in Southeast Asia, we have a specific team directly connecting with all the universities in Hong Kong. And then we also provide a lot of like the summer vacation schemes, short midterm project-based program, and also can get part of support from Hong Kong government's funding to subsidize this internship program, etc. And then if you say, okay, I would like to do more business, I would like to find a partner, and then your account manager will directly connect you with this partnership team. This is a big team. We have more than 50, 60 colleagues in it. The mechanism would be like this 50 colleagues will keep very close relationship with all these big names, these big companies. So any big companies in Hong Kong pops up in your mind actually are all our partners. So our colleagues will keep exploring or getting the pain point from all these big companies. For example, we will keep receiving the problem statement like the MTR, the metro system in Hong Kong, one of the richest employer, I may say, in Hong Kong. And then they may send us the invitation like, okay, Hong Kong Science Park, I have this 10 pain point currently. So the first one is how to improve my, for example, customer experience. The second, how to improve my ESG performance. The third, how to get into, for example, like get into the Web3 world. Then please nominate the park companies to me. Then I would like to do the collaboration with them. And at that moment, your account manager will just connect you with this company. We open the door for you. Or sometimes if the company you have a ambition to a specific target customer, we can also open the door for you. And this is the fund. So our capital team has two functions. One is to help you to line up with the third party, the outside more than 1,000 PE VC family offices, and the other is we also have our own fund. Our fund the size is around 1 billion Hong Kong dollar, founded since 2015. Once if you are selecting or chosen by our venture fund, then the leverage impact can achieve 1 to 18, which means we invest you $1. The ticket size usually is around 2 million to 5 million US dollar. So once if you are being chosen, then the leverage impact will be 18 times. And also to connect you with the outside 1,000 PE VC investors. So this slide is showing the we call it China government just published a concept, a newly published concept called Greater Bay Area. So in South China, this 11 city as a group, and then given name called Greater Bay Area. And then this 11 city, they share very similar mother tongue, very similar mentality, I may say. So if you set up a footprint in Hong Kong, I may say it would be a perfect place for you to test the water. You can enjoy a very low taxation rate in Hong Kong, the well-established like the legal system to protect your IP, etc. And then, but also you can test the water in Shenzhen area. Actually, we already established the Shenzhen campus in this quite close to the border. It takes only 40 minutes driving from our park to this Shenzhen campus where the Tencent and like a lot of famous tech ventures in China locating. So and this 11 cities, their population already exceeding 70 million, and also the GDP already larger than 1.7 trillion US dollar, ranking the number 11th in the world. So sometimes when I chit chat with the entrepreneurs from Singapore, from Korea, before this light, they've never considered to get into Hong Kong to set up the footprint here. But after this light's introduction, they may even change their strategies to set up a footprint here and then to test the water in maybe South China. Yeah. So this slide is showing the ambition of Hong Kong government. Hong Kong government invested more than 10 billion Hong Kong dollar to set up this 28 different top tier labs, I may say, in Hong Kong. So the first batch is mainly focusing on health tech and AI and robotics. So we are also happy to connect the park companies to collaborate with all this the top scientists and tech professionals in Hong Kong. And this 28 labs, actually a lot of them already how can I say, doing the project or the innovation projects in the school, and also they are collaborating with the top tier universities in US or UK, like MIT, Stanford level. And this slide is showing the Hong Kong successful story in AI, logistic, fintech, travel, entertainment field. The first one, much more, is what I just mentioned, with the world's record 18 months to grow from baby to unicorn. And then this slide is showing some of our physical labs, like a biotech, sensor lab, robotic center, the AI plug, the virtual labs for with a huge amount of data, mainly serving the AI related companies. And also we have the service, the talent, the service department, specially designed for the non-local talent, so they can enjoy 40% discount comparing with the market rate. It's just like 2 minutes walking distance from our office, so it's quite popular, I may say. It's providing more than 300 accommodations, and also we even have a new one in the city center, have the door-to-door transportation support every single day. So here, this slide is showing the funding support. So left-hand side is showing our funding. As long as you are being selected into the different programs, then, and also can achieve the milestone you set to your own self, then this money is kind of guaranteed. Right-hand side is the government funding. So we will try our best to help you to get as most as possible. So I will leave this slide for my colleague to explain. And also one of the funding she will highlight called RTH. Is especially helping the tech ventures to for the talent hiring. And also because of our nature, the half government-owned organization, so we have very close collaboration with all these, no matter R&D institution or like the Invest Hong Kong, like even the Monetary Authority, etc., etc. And as I just mentioned, besides the incubating, we still have another approach, would be the tenancy. So here showing the very basic criteria for the tenancy program. And the whole process will take around 2 months to 3 months to land in. So our team will be the entrance of the whole park actually we are a very small team, but no matter what kind of companies they would like to join in Hong Kong Science Park ecosystem, then our team, business development team, will be the first party who will elaborate all kinds of resources and the whole ecosystem for them, and then to try to find out which way or which approach would be the best the best way for the tech ventures to join in our ecosystem and leverage the most resources. And then, yeah, the whole process will be like around 2 months. So yeah, last but not least will be the overview of all the program, the ideation, incubation, acceleration, and elite. So for biotech related, we have a specific team specially designed for biotech related company with a longer time period and also a bigger amount support up to 4 million Hong Kong dollar to support. So yeah, basically this is my presentation. And after the webinar, I will share all the information and including this slide to the audience. So any questions, please don't how can I say, miss this chance and then type your question in the Q&A box. We will try to answer after our session. So the next, I will introduce my colleague Viola to introduce the most popular department.
Hi, hello.
Yeah.
And let me, thanks, Connie. Let me share my screen. So, hello everyone, I'm Viola. I'm from the Funding Management and Tech One team of HKSCP. And now I'm going to share with you some funding schemes provided by the Hong Kong government to support tech companies in Hong Kong. So, first of all, a little bit about my team, Tech One. We are an information and support center for tech companies in Hong Kong, and we are operated by HKSTP. And we have an actual physical center here in Science Park. As you can see, sorry. Yeah, this is our address. As you can see, that's me in the picture on the left. And we specialize in facilitating tech companies in applying for government funding and support schemes. So if you join our park and do pop into Tech One, and we're happy to talk to you about suitable funding and support for your business. So about government funding in Hong Kong, and let me begin with some popular programs that are related to recruiting research talents. The first one is Research Talent Hub, as Connie mentioned just now. It is a highly popular funding scheme among our park companies. It subsidizes tech companies in hiring research talent to conduct R&D work for them. And if you become Science Park's incubatee or tenant, there's a special stream for you, and you can apply for this funding with the help of our team. And on the right-hand side, you can see there are some academic requirements for the research talent that you hire. He or she must have a bachelor or master or doctoral degree in a STEM-related subject from an eligible university. And as for the subsidy amount, on the left-hand side, you can see for a bachelor degree research talent that you hire, you get a maximum monthly allowance of 20,000 Hong Kong dollars. And for master degree holder, 23,000 Hong Kong dollars. And for doctoral degree holder, 35,000 Hong Kong dollars plus a 10,000 Hong Kong dollars monthly living allowance. And if you, a company can get this subsidy for up to 144 months at most, and you can engage a talent for up to 36 months, but at most 4 researchers only at any one time. So if you have 4 eligible doctoral research talents and you hire them for up to 36 months, you may get over 6 million Hong Kong dollars for funding in total with this scheme. So next, this is Technology Talent Admission Scheme. It is a fast-track visa arrangement for tech companies to bring in R&D talents from outside Hong Kong. And so what happens is, first, you apply for a quota from the government, and then when you hire an R&D talent from outside Hong Kong, you can get their work visa faster with this quota. And again, if you become our incubatee or tenant, you can apply through a special stream again with the help of my team. And there are requirements for the R&D talents that you hire. And he or she must be a degree holder in a STEM subject from a university that is among top 100 on one of these 4 university ranking tables shown on the right-hand side now. And then there's also a STEM internship scheme, which encourages companies to hire students studying STEM degree programs in universities or tertiary institutions. So for each eligible student intern that you hire, there's a monthly allowance of $11,190. Yeah, so that's not bad to encourage students to join the INT sector. There are some other funding programs besides recruiting talent, some funding programs for research and development. So this is Enterprise Support Scheme. It subsidizes local companies to conduct in-house R&D work. So the maximum funding support you can get is 10 million Hong Kong dollars, but on a one-to-one matching basis. And some companies may partner with R&D centers and universities to do research instead of doing research on their own. And for these collaborative projects, there's also funding support. This is with this partnership research program. And then at the bottom, you can see those are funding programs that encourage technology adoption and encourage the commercialization of your research outcomes. So the first one is Public Sector Trial Scheme. It subsidizes companies to produce prototypes of their research outcomes and also to conduct trials of these prototypes in the public sector, meaning the government or public organizations. And the maximum funding for each application is 1 million Hong Kong dollars. And then there's the New Industrialization Funding Scheme. It subsidizes manufacturers to set up new smart production lines in Hong Kong. So smart production lines meaning there may be elements like AI or automation and IoT, etc., in the production lines. And the maximum funding for each project is 15 million Hong Kong dollars. And you can have maximum 3 applications or ongoing projects at the same time, so as to maximize the funding you get to 45 million Hong Kong dollars. And then for the technology voucher program, it encourages enterprises to purchase technology solutions to improve their productivity and transform their business processes. Finally, the government also supports companies to doing export marketing. So if you're a Hong Kong company and you want to promote your product to markets outside Hong Kong, you can use the BUD fund. You can explore new markets in mainland or 38 other eligible economies. For example, if you need to set up an office outside Hong Kong or promote your products outside Hong Kong, you can use this funding. And it is the cumulative funding you can get is 7 million Hong Kong dollars, and also on a matching basis. And for other smaller scale export marketing projects, you can there's this Easy BUD, which is a simpler version of the BUD fund for smaller projects. And then finally, the SME Export Marketing Fund subsidizes companies for attending trade shows to promote exhibitions to promote their products. And the cumulative funding is 1 million in total. So that's all for the popular funding programs that I'd like to share. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Viola and Connie. So I guess we have a few minutes to answer some of the questions here. So some of the questions were already answered, but we're gonna reference them just so everyone can hear. So someone asked, how long is the incubation program?
If it's talking about the Hong Kong Science Park incubation program, It would
Yeah.
be 3 years. But of course, if the company can achieve the threshold of the next program called acceleration program, you are encouraged to early graduate from incubation program. In the past, we do observe quite some companies, they can early graduate. So the actual period will be shorter than 3 years, but the standard one is 3 years. Yeah. I hope I answered your question.
Okay, so another question is, does the company have to be a UAE registered company, or what the requirement in the legal entity? So I think this one is for us. It doesn't have to be a UAE registered company. You can register by being at SRTIP, and that way you can operate within the UAE by registering at the park. So because the park operates as a free zone. Yeah. So another question, can you participate in the accelerator if you are a member of Hong Kong Science Park? Yes, there's no restriction as to where your company is registered. You can be from anywhere in the world and register in the accelerator. That's completely fine.
So maybe I'll answer one of the questions, which is about government funding programs. So can the content of project in ideation program be used for applying other government funding programs? So yes, but yes, because for example, for some of our incubators and ideation companies, they apply for research talent hub, etc. Other funding programs, they are doing the same R&D project because that's what they do when they become our incubator. Yes, so but there are issues related to double funding. So companies need to talk to us, and we will see whether it is feasible.
Thank you, Viola. So another question is, am I allowed to participate in the incubation program part-time, or does it require full-time commitment without having a full-time job?
I guess this question is for Hong Kong Science Park.
Yeah.
Yes, very good question. Actually, we got four very basic criteria for the incubation of Hong Kong Science Park. So one of them would be we require at least 2 full-time staff working in Hong Kong Science Park, so physically working in Hong Kong Science Park. However, the good news is that especially for overseas companies, including Middle East, including any non-Hong Kong, non-mainland China companies, we offer a special track for the overseas companies, so they don't need to have these 2 persons physically in Hong Kong before they being selected into our incubation. So I can elaborate how to get this offer maybe afterwards. So feel free to maybe leave your contact to Hamda, and I will elaborate the details for you. So actually in the past year, we received so many applications from the overseas companies. They all enjoying this special track, this special offer for the incubatee applications. Yeah.
Thank you, Connie. So I think we have 2 more questions. What is the transformative garment production? I guess this was one of the areas covered at Hong Kong Science Park, right?
So Manuel, okay. Probably we the concept of this, the content. So which what is the
So after the webinar, we're going to be sharing the soft funding document and the link for registering for the accelerator program for the companies that are joining us from Hong Kong Science Park. Also to address something, the session is on YouTube on SRTIP's channel. It's live. You can access it after the webinar as well.
And I saw another question asking if I'm a non-local student in Hong Kong currently. What if I'm a non-local student in Hong Kong currently participating in ideation program? Does it require full-time commitment when entering the incubation stage? Very good question. Actually, one of the major targets of our ideation program is to help you to get into the incubation, to well equip you to get into incubation. So actually we have a more flexible arrangement for the ideation graduates, but there are a lot details, I may say. So the final you need to have that true full-time employee in Hong Kong. However, you are still eligible to enjoy the special check. So I would like to elaborate all the details for you. So please contact me after the okay, I will mark down your name actually because I can show your name. Yeah, after this webinar, I'm happy to elaborate all the details because there are some details and steps need to follow to enjoy this special check. Yeah, I hope you answered your question.
So I think we addressed all of the questions here. Thank you everyone who joined us today. Thank you for our speakers, Ms. Connie, Ms. Viola, and Nazgul, and Hazel also, she had to go. So thank you everyone for joining us today. It was wonderful having you. And please stay tuned for more webinars coming up.
Thanks so much. Thanks
you,
to RTIP to make this happen. Yep.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Hamda. Thanks.
Thank you.